Tedeschi Trucks Band finally released their Mad Dogs and Englishmen lock and set with Leon Russell. And that coincided to re-release both Mad Dogs and Englishmen documentary, original movie from 1970, and then the Learning to Live Together documentary that they did about the reunion Jesse Louder did in 2021. Both of them had been kind of unseen forever. Learning to Live Together just jumped out for a minute. Was familiar with Leon Russell. Just how can you not be the dude? And he looks just like Greg Allman. I've always thought he kind of looked like Greg Allman, but I never delved at all into like what he was, who he was, how he impacted things. I never saw Mad Dogs and Englishmen until I rented it from Netflix. I got the DVD. We're talking about 20 years ago, and I wasn't set up to burn DVDs at the time and make a copy. And I was like, I'll get another copy. I never found it on streaming, never found a bootleg copy, just a few things that were out there. So it was like this revelation to me when I read books and movies about music make the story more interesting to me. It fills gaps and it's, thoughtful and engaging. I probably read more Beatles books than most people have, I'll say, because I love the Fabs and I can't get enough of the angles that people take on the story, I feel exactly the same way. I have definitely over the years warmed to from being virulently anti Yoko as most people were, I guess, in our generation to wait a second, like what people like their creative music, and it's very clear when you watch Get Back or I just rewatched Anthology too as well. So Paul recognized that his partner has John had met his match, and that Paul was going to have to adapt. He wasn't trying to say you don't belong with this lady. He was saying, all right, how do we still do this to still be the Beatles?